Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome. Welcome back to the front. In the last episode, we did a bunch of things. We basically continued the siege of Sarajevo, Bosnia, with the enemy, the Ottomans basically launching a couple of attempts to try and push out and break out. Luckily for us, we had the same battlefield as before, so we pretty much decimated their forces quite quickly. And we're almost able to capture the territory of this region in one go, which is pretty cool, to say the least. In other news, we pushed into Serbia, launching a siege into Serbia, resolving to lay siege to the settlement. And once again, I'm kind of almost wanting to do the same thing. Basically, laying siege, wearing the numbers down, resulting in the Ottomans not getting their way, which is kind of fun. We're also now in the process of launching an attack towards the south, towards Bulgaria, for two reasons. First, to give us a more stable front line against the forces near Constantinople, as well as the other halves of Asia Minor and Asia Major, but also to sort of give the Ottoman Empire a bit of a bloody nose to ensure that victory, and also to ensure that that when I offer them the peace proposal, it's on a much better terms, and thus they have to kind of accept the fact that they have lost a bit of territory, which I think is more than reasonable considering they declared war on me. In other news, I have been recruiting troops in the north. I've recruited a new army with a new general, who is currently just keeping watch over things at the moment. We're still in the recruitment process, so I've got a couple of things still to go, but at the moment things are kind of stabilizing, well, hopefully stable and safe up there, though Sweden keeps sending me messages, and I'm like, don't do what Ottoman just did. And I'm hoping I can win this war soon, so I can, realign myself with Sweden and give myself a strong point to be able to sort of withstand whatever kind of bullshit they may spout against me. Because I'm still kind of weaker than Sweden. Sweden's been doing sort of okay. Sort of. Like, Sweden has basically is dominating the giant half of Eastern Europe. Russia is more or less just a thimble note. There's a new nation called Don Vosko, which, okay. But apart from that, there are more or less entirely the area is more or less completely under the control of the Swedes. Of the Swedes. They have completely dominated the region, and as such, we are now looking at what most likely is a fairly sizable threat. So obviously, I don't want to risk doing something that will piss off the Swedes, as much as I don't. They are my valued allies. As much as I am wary of them, I don't have any reasons to attack them yet. So I am kind of wanting to keep the peace just for the sake of sanity. And obviously because I'm in no position to defend half my territory if they do decide to be douchebags. But anyway, on to the next turn. The Ottoman Empire are currently just launching. At the moment they've only focused on the European front. I have recruited troops in Africa, and I will be dispatching them towards. This is what I mean. They want military access, and I'm like, no, 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 no. I don't want. Am I at war with Hungary? Why am I at war with this? Am I at war with these guys? I am. No. Oh, they're a protectorate of Bavaria. That's why. Well, I'll give them peace because I have no qualms with them yet. They want a lot of Stasi stuff for supposedly being at peace.
Fight ahoy!
I had a feeling. Okay. I'm gonna save this as an image because I think that's rather hilarious. We're gonna be fighting this one. I've resolved to never start an unjust war, but never end a legitimate one except by defeating my... Oh my god. Oh. Going to war with me would be unjust, Sweden. Just saying. Completely unjust. We've been doing nice things for so long. Why would you compromise? It's the same fucking battlefield. This hill is going down in history as the hill that just would not stop giving. God. It literally just won't stop giving. You do what you can, but you can't resist. Nor should you try. I'm not even going to properly deploy. Like, normally I'd be like, oh shit, I've deployed all over the place and it's all shit. But, like, I really couldn't care less. So, we're going to just kind of somewhat deploy. You know what, I'm not even going to bother. The enemy are going to be deploying towards the left. There's about 109 troops. As long as we cover this approach, which we will, they're not coming this way. Here, I'm going to just put my general in a nice sort of posable area. But yeah, this is the first, like, siege that I've let... well, to be fair, because the enemy are coming at me, I don't know whether the city will automatically count as my own turf once we've taken it. But no, to be fair, this hill and these battles have definitely proven one thing. The howitzers are fantastic. Like, I won't stop singing the praises enough of the howitzers. They have done phenomenal work. Without a shadow of a doubt. They have done phenomenal work. My only hope... Ooh! Fucking first barrage and they hit on target. Beautiful. Oh, and they're following boxes as well. My only hope is I can recruit even better quality howitzers. Or at least... Not a casualty taken. None of my men fired a shot. What was that for? Just, what the fuck was that all about? Just, come on. Let's be honest with you here. What was that about? Because I don't know. Oh, jeez. Gone. Now this, on the other hand, is an actual fight. So this is a settlement under the control of Hamza Hamili. And while good news is we've been able to deprive them of a rather large portion of their garrison, we're still having to deal with the fact that there's a large garrison here. So, wait. Oh, we actually captured the territory. Yeah, we actually have. Nice. So we have actually captured the territory. Right. We are going to try and hold. And this particular region is now also going to be utilizing new Jaeger infantry. Oh, God. Very fancy uniform for what is essentially a bloodthirsty... I mean, it's interesting that he's holding his rifle, or his musket, I should say, like a traditional sling. Most interesting. Right, anyway, going back to the whole defensive front line thing. So the enemy does not have any cannon in which to speak of, which is good for us. And the good thing is also we're on the defensive. So what I'm intending on doing is I'm going to be deploying the cannon defensively like so. These hedgerows are going to be quite useful for defending against whatever shit may be flowing in our direction. And these guys are going to be laying mines in pretty strategic locations. So, bomb. Bomb. I'll move out of the way just in case. And bomb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, you guys are going to deploy according to what might be a good... Oh, shit. Right, well, we'll deploy along here just to see what might happen. I think these things will be hard to deploy with, and that's fine. Unless I have these guys deploy the bombs along here, and then they can kind of act as a defensive... Yeah, that might be a thing. Right, you boys will deploy defensively. Bit cramped, but I think it makes a bit more sense to deploy defensively along here. Unless I can nudge the cannon up a little bit. Because that would make things a little better, wouldn't it? Just a smidge. Like we learned from the previous episode that the enemy will attempt to bum rush us if given the fair chance. So rather than give them the fair chance, I'm going to force them to... Right, these guys are going to be kind of left out on the string a bit, but this means that these three guys can actually deploy properly. These guys will take up defensive positions along the right-hand side to provide support. Lancer infantry will take up defensive positions on the left flank. And the commander will just chill in the middle here. Okay, go. Actually, no. Right, you boys will deploy to the right flank. You here. You two here. Perfect. So the Jaeger infantry are a relatively new unit for me. Like, I've not used them much, and there isn't really much of a... I haven't really got much of a tactical idea as to how best to utilize them. I'm still... Yeah, like, I'm undecided in terms of what logic I want to attribute to them. But at this point, I'm just trying to ensure that my dudes have spike strips. By doing this, it'll force the enemy into a massive defensive... Or it'll force the enemy to do some really sketchy things, which might result in... Alright, double time it. Here they go. Get some spike strips out. Probably here, perhaps. Right, here we go. Making the spike strips is going to be quite nice. Nice, they've got bayonets as well. Right, fantastic. I do hope they attack. But I am defensively minded now, so this could be a good position to push. Right, there we go. Spike strips set up. Everything's all set to go. So I guess all we need to do now is just maybe prod the bear, perhaps. I mean, I don't know much about skirmisher tactics. All I know is don't poke the bear until it's too late, or if you can poke the bear, poke it in a way that'll upset it more. Yeah, we got the carcass shot. So at the moment, the usage of Jaeger infantry is very, very off. At this point, we're just try and utilize them effectively. Maybe if I deploy these guys like so. There we go, that's a little better. They're more unified in their line now. Now the question is, are they deploying their troops? That could be a reason why we're not seeing much activity from them, which could be a problem. But what this might also mean is my deployment of the Jaeger infantry could be potentially quite critical. There we go, cavalry moving in the distance. The whole line's moving now. Again, they're attacking me. I'm going to give them all the initiative I can because I am in a really good defensive position. I'm on the other side of the valley in a vertical position. I've got light infantry and my right flank is more or less impregnable at this point. I've got spike strips to ensure cavalry doesn't fuck around. While this flank is more open and potentially exposed, I do have cavalry to support alongside here, though they've got a lot of Ankini characters. So bow cav, more bow cav, so that's bow, so 1, 2, 3, 5 bow cav at the moment, plus 6 bow cav. I like cavalry, these guys. Pretty freaking hench. Also look like they look like guys from bloody Mountain Blade. In fact, I think they are the faces of the Mountain Blade lot. If you've ever played Mountain Blade Warband, that's the face. Fucking hell, that was the face of Mountain Blade. I have seen that face in Mountain Blade. I am like 95% convinced that is the face from Mountain Blade Warband. Like, that's not like the mustache, but I'm just talking about the face template. These guys are quite menacing. The Mamluks. They're definitely ones to be careful with. And hello. Is your own form of Janissary rifleman with very heavy-looking hats. Well, you may have fancy hats. We've got proper hats. We have tricorn hats with rifles. Thank you very much. And a pike, because, you know, pike. My dudes are hidden. Your dudes are not. The first Prussian Jaegers. They're moving their troops. A lot of fucking cavalry archers. I mean, the good news is my troops on the left flank should be able to manage themselves, but it's a lot of dudes. And once again, they're not really attacking, they're just deploying, which is a problem. Wish I had 24 pounders. I reckon if I had the 24 pounders, I'd probably be in range of those cav by now. I mean, the ranges of the cannon is not great, but like, yeah, no, if I had the 24 pounders, they'd probably be just in range, which would be nice. Oh, hello, here we go. Bringing their riflemen into position alongside some Mamluks. Okay. I mean, if you may recall, the first battle in which I took these guys out, they took the enemy out. It was fucking brilliant. So if we're lucky, we might have a repeat of this against cavalry. Now, mind you, These guys are very glassy. I have absolutely no idea what can happen, but if they come at me piecemeal, I'm more than happy to send my Jaeger infantry to get more experience. I don't want to deploy my troops too close to the bombs as well, just in case they get triggered by a few other things. So are they getting close? Won't be long before they're in range, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you're not. Won't be long. Weirdly enough, I kind of want to just tell them to hold fire for a little bit longer so that when they... Yeah, I'm going to do that. Wait for my signal. I'm going to wait until their reveal thing happens, and then I'm going to immediately tell them to open fire. Because the thing is, if we can get the fuckers to get into the trap, and they're going to come even closer and closer... So they're going to come waltzing in. They only see my infantry up here. They don't see these guys. So I see them come into my line of fire. And boom. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, the tension's building. Like, we can't hear music, but if there is music, Christ almighty. Wait for it. Hold. Cannons opening up. That's normal. Wait for it. Now. Fucking 10 instant casualties. Jesus. Here they come. Instant demolishing. Holy mother of God. And these guys are like super fucking accurate as well, so we're just gonna fucking demolish them. And that's one that's one very dangerous bit of cavalry. I mean, they probably will return. But if not, then... Yep, there they come. But here comes the rest of the army. They got a taster for our front line. And now they want more. Make ready for battle. I mean, eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these boys pull back defensively and try and hold. Effectively, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull back and then have these boys kind of take a defensive line in normal line defense infantry. That's a lot of dudes. Right, make your way towards this front line on the left. That's a lot of cav. Oh, it's the cannon. Good. For a second I thought it was these bloody things here, and I thought, oh god, they haven't fucking exploded, have they? Double time it, lads. Double time it. Shit. 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 Get the fuck back. Get the fuck back. Get the fuck back. Shit. Gonna fucking mop them up. Come on. Oh, that's really bad. What the fuck? The bomb should have gone off. Why haven't the bombs been... Finally. The spike strip's kind of working. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. The enemy are all committed to the right flank now. Right, okay. Get the fuck over there now. Yeah, the Jaeger infantry is a bit of a failure in this battle. I just don't know how to fucking use them. To be brutal, I just don't know how to use the bastards. Not in the way that they should be used, I should say. They got Wallach cavalry as well, which doesn't look too nice. Replacing those infantry. Double time it. You. Oh, wait. You. And you. And you. Get thy fuck over there now. Well, I could definitely say that using the Jaeger infantry for spike strips definitely works. They went straight into that one. Double time it. Here they come. I think the cannon is being blocked. Yeah, by the hedgerows. Oh, there's better targets for me to worry about. like cavalry. Yeah. Still a lot of spike strips. Nice, nice. What the fuck are these assholes doing? Actually, focus fire on the Janissary Grenadiers. Cavalry. 48 plus. I can't see. There's a lot of cavalry here that could be problematic for us. Withdraw back a bit. Ooh, good shooting, lads. Seriously. Might just cancel that withdrawal. Yeah, especially now. I swear, these howitzer groups are just getting better and better every time I use them. Go on. Take on that, whatever the hell that is. What is that? Anatolian... Looks like Dragoon-style units. Nice. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Right, withdraw. I mean, we are going to suffer some casualties withdrawing, but then these guys come into their own as a result. I'm expecting a heavy fight now. The enemy are going to be coming through, and it's going to be a pretty brutal one. That's what these infantrymen are for. These guys do look a bit menacing. Yeah, fucking good job, you numbskulls. Just shoot your own fucking friends, why don't you? Honest to God. No casualties being inflicted except for when being shot by your friends. To be fair, I'm kind of beginning to wonder a question. Should I have one army just be 100% howitzers? Because, well, to be honest with you, so far in the war against the Ottoman Empire, we've had nothing but success with the howitzers and almost no success with the other cannon. It's kind of weird. The roles are kind of reversing, which normally doesn't happen. Normally it's kind of a good thing that we have these things, but I don't know. It just so far it's looking like the howitzers are kind of doing their own thing. Though I won't lie, that's probably because we don't have the 24-pounder cannon yet. I reckon when we get stuff like the 24-pounder cannon and everything, and the accuracy gets better, then most definitely we'll start seeing some good shit. They're going to give me a creaming at this point. I mean, this is fucking destructible. If only I had more range. Not much hope of that one. Okay, there's the general gone. Nice. Kind of wish these could be set in a more explosive area, but you know what, it's fine. Right. You guys coming up against me? Yeah, they are. What I might do is I might extend the line. Like so. Double time it, boys. These guys could take some casualties and may potentially rout. The enemy are going to get some cheap kills. But at the same time, it's like we need them to sort of set up. I want to kind of deploy these guys to the left flank if they can. The garrison Janissaries probably won't do too well, but they are... I mean, they're garrison. They are troops. Though they don't have bayonets. Though is that just because of their bog standard? That's garrison, garrison... Garrison... Oh, musketeers. Do you have bayonets? You don't have bayonets. Oh my god, they don't have bayonets. That's a big win. The fact that these guys don't have bayonets means one important thing. They don't have access to the more important technologies that will give us the ability to completely crump them. Because that's the important thing in life. Hello. Right, you boys get ready to deploy. Because the thing is, if you don't have access to bayonets, you don't have access to special kinds of research, which means you don't get the fancy pen shit. Oh, this is going to be brutal. This kind of reminds me of the time I was playing an Napoleon Total War, and we were actually at war with the Ottoman Empire back then. But what happened was the Ottomans, we'd had a small engagement with one army, but a much larger army was coming in as reinforcements, and I was able to get to a point where because of the poor location of the reinforcements entrance, the enemy basically just kept coming out of this corner, which I surrounded with my musketeers and basically brutalized them. It was like every few seconds, the first regiment that was being annihilated would inevitably rout, come back in, and then the next one would come along. And it was kind of it was a massacre. There's no other way to describe it. It was a full-blown massacre. These guys are just slowly getting experience. I mean, I won't lie, the battle definitely has not been the most perfect, to say the least. We definitely have suffered far higher casualties, and we've even lost units as a result of my inexperience using these guys. So, while on the one hand, I want to say, yeah, we can win. With, you know, Jaegers are amazing. It's like, well, the Jaegers are good, and they've definitely proven with the spike strips. Like, the spike strips here have definitely proven to be quite useful, especially when it comes to this point. I'm a little sad I couldn't quite use all the boom boom, but you know what? Boom boom will come back. I'm fairly confident boom boom will come back. What we need to do now is kill as many of these fuckers as possible to ensure that future battles will potentially, might not even happen. Oh, good shooting. It would have been wonderful if I'd gotten that line. My god, that would have been beautiful. I think it's just that Janissary unit. So they're going in a second. Is there a reason why they're taking so long to win? Have you not been shooting back? Like, hello? They come back from routing. Journal and stuff. I want you to move to the left. Right, you are to now make your way. 50 units is gone. Right, you go murderize that lot. Go murderize that lot. All cannon forces. Stop shooting, and there you go. That was a pretty... You know what, I would say that's a pretty climactic battle. If there's anything you guys can tell... oh god, yeah, that was not good. Not all of those casualties are enemy, sadly, but there's a fair few of them. Fair few enemy. But now, what is it? Like, if there's one thing I can say about this series, or in Total War in general, you can tell the battle's getting fairly tense is when I stop talking as much. So, on the one hand, I apologize for the quietness at points in our playthroughs. But all I can say is I hope you can appreciate just how important it is that, or just how tense the battles can be when I'm quiet. Because holy shit, it's a bit ridiculous, to say the least, on that. But yeah. But no, this is good. This is good killing. Very much good killing on that one. Especially since, for example, now that we've got... Alright, once those get close enough... Right. Nice. I mean, as I said, the main intention here is we need to kill as many of the enemy as possible. Normally, I wouldn't... Normally, in a siege battle, I'd be like, that's fine, let's, you know, reduce their casualties. You know, it's all about the routing. But in this particular regard, because we're defending against a siege breakout, I think the less troops they have available to them, the less likely they're going to attempt a breakout. And then, of course, the subsequent casualties that we inflict on attrition will be another factor as well. So it's kind of like 2s in 1s, you know? Oh, that's wonderful shooting. Good job. Even though you're technically out of range by quite a margin. There we go. Nice. Nice. Both are sufficiently damaged. Fantastic. Fantastic. Right. There you go. And my general's gained a bit of experience as well, so that's quite nice. So that's going to hopefully reduce their garrison sizes to a rather disgusting minimum. Yeah, that's what I call it. I would agree. Decisive victory. Absolute devastation to be made there. There you go. So in terms of casualties, we suffered quite a bit. In fact, we suffered a lot of friendly fire casualties, no thanks to a certain someone. But more importantly, we were able to defeat rather, well, sizable portion of the army. So what remaining forces now... surprisingly large amount of forces are alive, but in comparison to everything else... Oh, no. Opportunity to intercept. So enemy reinforcements are coming through, which does also have the remnants of the garrison, plus an additional months of troops. So they're trying to provide reinforcements. Yeah, let's do that. Could be a problem, of course, because the enemy could deploy right behind us, but... I'm thinking... if we can inflict a number of defeats on the enemy, first of all, that's going to make us feel great. It's going to make them feel shit. And we're going to be eliminating some rather high-profile commanders in the region. And now we're defending the region that we were defending? Well, that we were attacking? I feel like we are. Like, this terrain feels familiar to me. But okay. Right, well, I've got a town in between me and the enemy, so I'm going to deploy... I'll deploy the cannon as well as this dude, more or less in the center. So it's like, whatever shit may occur, we're covered. I'm fearing that I'm going to be surrounded. Right. As it comes for these dudes, I'm merely going to deploy them in strategic positions along here. All three of these guys are going to deploy their mines. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's some really shady... yeah, that's actually quite... This area is quite well protected. I'm going to kind of rely on a semi-defensive posture along here. And the Jaeger infantry can kind of form up... Actually, what I'll do is I'll deploy them on the left flank. Sorry, the right flank. There we go. That looks kind of reasonable. Yeah, that looks reasonable. Cavalry will take a defensive posture inside, followed by the general. Let's go. So enemy reinforcements are all coming from over there as well, but are they also coming from the rear? We don't know. Ottomans. Oh, light infantry. You know, one thing that has kind of taken me by surprise, while I am actually quite happy to see that the enemy don't have bayonets on their weapons, I am kind of surprised to see a total lack of melee infantry. Now, I'm not Now, I'm not saying that the Ottoman Empire is barbaric because they use melee infantry. Far from it. They actually have some pretty hench melee infantry that could give me quite a run for my money. So the fact that they don't does kind of make me query what the logic is behind such a decision. Like whether or not this mod encourages AI to have the abilities or not. God, these guys are fucking hench. Right. Ah, there's the enemy reinforcement. So yeah, there was no need to worry. They're all coming this way. Which on the one hand is kind of irritating. On the other hand, it's like kind of relying. Ooh, goody. That's fucking brilliant. Again, the howitzers have proven time and time again just how fucking amazing they are. Unfortunately, we're in a bit of a disadvantage here. Unless I kind of do a fallback. Yeah, this actually seems more likely. Deploy defensively along here. I fear we may not get to benefit from the totalness of that, but if we do this... I hate to burst your bubble, but... Oh, good shooting. Kanone. Feuerfrei. In fact, Haubitzen. Feuerfrei. Ah, Feuerfrei. Target of opportunity. Ooh. That's going to do some nice damage to him. Nice. Good to see these guys getting shot on as well. Not entirely sure what the hell the Ottomans' plans are for this battle, but you know what? I'll take it. Cheap attack, followed by cheap kills. I can see what there's... They've definitely got an advantage in range, though. Right, I'm going to redeploy the cannon a bit as well. Probably need to deploy it more facing this direction, so I can face it more in that point. Okay, good news. Looks like we can shoot at these guys, and they're being dumb. Sort of. Ah, fuck, they got camel gunners. That's not good. Yeah, I'm not feeling the whole level of confidence in this battle. This kind of feels very much like a fucky-wucky scenario. And that is never a good scenario to be in, I will be honest with you. Fuckiness is never a good sign. Oh, hello. I know it's a bad idea, but fucking hell. The Wallach cavalry as well. Quick redeployment of troops back to this defensive line here should give me a decent position to work from. And then these guys can basically do as much as they can. Redeploying these three troops to the rear line so that we've got some kind of hard line to defend from. Again, the main intention here is we need to try and defend The main intention here is to so that way the light infantry, if they do get bum rushed by the cavalry, they're not going to get completely hosed in, which is what I would be terrified of. Double time it. Sadly, I think we're going to unfortunately miss out on the opportunity to kill an enemy general, but we could severely cripple their ability to reinforce this region. Not good, not good, not good, not good. Shit. Hold the fucking line. That was too close. Oh God, Emperor. Why aren't you shooting? You, stop shooting. Did I tell you not to shoot? Why the fuck would I tell you not to shoot? If that was the case, I do not recall giving the order to not shoot. Right, they're broken. Thank the Emperor. Someone... Oh yeah, over there. What the fuck? Oh, motherfucker. Right, about faced and engage that wanker with the bows. Cannon. Feuer frei. Jesus Christ. Right, okay. Cavalry, get the fuck back. Right, withdraw. Get the fuck out of there. You, get in a position, get ready. Definitely a slugfest time. This could have been done better. I won't lie about that. How, though? Oh, fuck me. That's gonna fucking sting. Do it. Yeah, that may have cost me a lot of lives, but that got rid of a fairly significant cavalry unit. Wait for it. Oh, actually, no. Howitzers, you can go ham. Get the fuck out of there, come on. Right, you're no longer blocked. Feuer frei. Well fucking done, lads. You guys deserve full praise. Seriously. I would not call that a heroic victory. More like survived. Oh boy. It does not feel like we took... Enemy killed, 300. Yeah, we did more damage. We did over half... Yeah, we did way too much friendly fire. That was a very bad case of friendly fire. I realized there was a point in which I kind of opened fire on the cavalry as a kind of a last ditch sort of thing, but still, that was a large amount of cavalry being killed for not that much gain. But the good news, if any, is that we've further damaged Belgrade, Serbia's garrison. And more to the point, we've actually been able to... oh, we're still going to get taxed, so fuck them. Immediate... right, first of all, bombard that shit to pieces. Oh. Oh, really? Why would you do that, Saxony? You're not in any position. You stuck on my side. I'll stick on yours. Right. Looks like Königsberg has got a job to do. We might be attacked. He's going to take his time getting there, unfortunately, but not quite anything we can do about it. Right, Saxony. Denmark doesn't really do much, but you stuck by my side, so the least I could do is stick by yours. Why you'd want to do this, I don't know. They're in a dangerous position. They could possibly take over Prague. And I wouldn't be in a really good I wouldn't be in a good position to stop them. Yeah, you wanted this. They've been wanting this for a while, it would seem. Of course they did. Right, good news is Bosnia is under our control. And while we unfortunately do have to deal with these guys currently raiding, I will just auto-resolve... Oh, I can actually auto-resolve them out of existence. Okay, I don't think that's at all logical, but you know what? It's fine. And I think at this point I am going to just auto-resolve these wankers out of existence. Just because I want to finish the war with the Ottoman Empire. So... Yeah. And Belgrade is ours. Huzzay. Right. So we've completely flattened the Ottoman Empire. I have defeated them and given them a bloody nose. Would you like some peace? No, like, no problems at all. That might be a good sign. Yes! Oh. Okay, good. We're unfriendly. We're on decent terms with them. But more importantly, Sweden. Sweden. Request an alliance. Oh, we're fucking back to order. Okay, happy ending has been achieved. Happy fucking ending indeed. That is a serious boon to all of our problems. Ah, that's why it's not going out so good, right? Right, so now comes the problem, which is, well, the good thing and the bad thing. The good thing in the sense that we have successfully beaten back... Right, I'm going to just cancel this production. And, yeah, Saxony could potentially launch an attack. And there wouldn't be very much we could do to stop them. We're in the process of getting troops ready, but what I might do is I might ship off... So you, and you. Bulk up some of the garrison units. There you go. So we've got something to defend it with. Oh, good lord. They're being taxed and they're happy for it. Jeez. That's ridiculous. Recruitment report. East Prussia. Ah, good. We have the reinforcements on the way. So you guys are going to come along and we're going to try and deal with Prussia. We're going to try and stabilize the regions in this point. We've taught the Ottoman Empire a harsh lesson. And I think it's only fair that we have... Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I am quite over the moon at the state of things. Oh, we're at war with these guys. I forgot about that. Right. Hungary, do you want to chill? Really? I will give you some technology then. How about that? I will give you these two, along with Vizier social contract. In exchange, I would like about 1,000. There you go. That is all I ask. Right. Now, we do have the problem of Moldavia, but that actually could prove to be kind of helpful to me, to be honest. Because what we can do here is we can potentially invade the region and have access to a solid front line all the way around, giving me some pretty solid, giving me a pretty solid thing. Because at the moment we're kind of in a bulge-ish. Pressure Gardens. Oh, yes, no, we need to fix this. And we need to fix you. The Great Arsenal and Drill School are nice and all, but I feel like we need to fix that thing up the most. Right, so this one's a pottery workshop. They're going to earn us a decent amount of money. But what I think would probably be better is if I demolished you and turned you into a church. Yes, that's extra money being potentially wasted away because we don't have the same kind of thing for it. But there is another territory in construction, which then I can turn into a pottery. But right now I feel like a conversion to church far more important. Far more important. And also we've now got more regions. Unfortunately, the region that I've... Well, no, I think we're okay for the moment. I mean, we've got troops now, along with the garrison. So if they do decide to attack, while my troops probably will struggle and they probably will lose, it's like if I can just hold the line, that might do something. That might do good. Article pamphleteer. Oh, fucking hell, misclick. But it is sadly that time. So, and unfortunately, oh, for fuck's sake, wrong bloody click. There we go. So yes, unfortunately, positive ending. We have won the war against the Ottomans. We have slapped them down, and they have definitely lost a lot of kudos and prestige. If I'm going into the government and we talk about prestige, objectives, prestige, the Ottomans have definitely gotten a bit of a slapping. Of course, the prestige level is kind of in that regard. Apparently, France is dominating the universe at the moment, but the Ottomans have definitely lost some prestige. So we've definitely gotten more of a victory out of that. And the most important factor, of course, is we have gained enough territory to really do stuff, which is pretty cool. Happy news here, of course, is that while, unfortunately, now this army is kind of useless, it does actually kind of stem back over into... Right, well, actually, what I can do here is deploy troops to Algiers to ensure people follow the rules, if you will. If I move these guys out, what happens? Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Right, so what I'm going to do is these guys are basically now going to deploy to Algiers, and eventually what we are going to do is we're going to convert this region. I've still got this guy converting 81%. The fucking Morocco has been under the protectorate and like fucking empire for so long, and while unfortunately they're allied with a lot of people who I'm friends with, I'm also like, I probably want to take them out just so I can get the territory and control majority of Africa, because the African campaign is still somewhat on. It's just it's been sidelined a bit by what's going on in Europe. But no, so the main plan here is we're going to try and see if we can ensure. We also stuck so the new crisis, unfortunately, which I fear is going to have to be resolved via gunpowder. I'm going to have to fight. I'm going to have to fight. Right, slightly easier. We could probably do with some troops. Yes, maybe some line infantry. Yeah. We're going to have to recruit and fight Saxony. Saxony has declared war on us. We've been at war with Saxony, and we put the peace on them. But now I fear Saxony is getting a bit... Like, they want to fight me, and I don't want to fight them. Berlin's exposed. But, yeah, I got no choice. One, two... It's going to take 2 turns for them to come along. There's no way for my armies to push down without fixing shit. And bugger. Yeah, about that. No, we need the cannon and the other shit built there as well. So, yeah. Not really good, is it? No. Is there any buildings that can be cancelled? No? Alright then. To be fair, the reason why we've struggled, the reason why it's going to take me too long is because I haven't got the fucking cobbled road, so I do need the cobbled roads, but yeah. So anyway, that's going to be it from me. I'm going to wrap things up now, so thank you all very much for watching. If you like this kind of content, let me know in the comment section down below, clicking on the like button, and of course subscribing to the channel. And I'll hope to catch you in the next episode, whereupon we're going to then have some pretty heavy contact, I imagine, and sadly, I'm going to have to kill Saxony. There's no other way of dealing with it. Like, Saxony's been a wonderful friend, and they've done me some amazing services, but since Denmark stood by me, fearing the wrath of fucking Sweden, then no, I don't think we need to, I think we have to put Saxony to bed now. Which is a shame. It is a dreadful shame, but this does at least mean that this guy is actually going to get to see some action, so every cloud, silver lining. Anyway, I'll catch up with you guys next time. This is Mr. Jaeger signing out. Have a good one, guys.